For libertyandeconomics.com, I'm Nick Sorrentino. So the establishment left and even the establishment right is starting to freak out over the Tea Party movement. Now, none of us really knows what the Tea Party movement is. All right, it seems to be a loose conglomeration of conservatives, libertarians, maybe the odd anarchist in there, and probably some other people. But generally speaking, the Tea Party people are against the expansion of the state. In fact, not only against the expansion of the state, but for the rollback of the state, which is a radical notion according to a lot of people in the establishment media and the establishment government, whether Republican or Democrat. Because basically, what the Tea Party is saying is saying enough is enough. Stop taking from us, and we want it. We want a fundamental change. I mean, you want change you can believe in? I mean, change is coming. All right. Um, anyway, but a lot of people on the left, the reason why they're freaking out now is because the other tactics haven't worked. I mean, the traditional move is to ignore people. All right. If you can ignore them long enough, you know, sometimes they do go away. I mean, it's a pretty good tactic. Um, that hasn't worked. The Tea Party has continued to grow and to become more influential to the point where the mainstream media, which is solidly a left, now has to pay attention to them because there are just too many people. And the tools exist for the average person to make noise via email, YouTube, and so on. So now they have to pay attention. And they're coming to this realization. And now a lot of the people on the left are saying, oh, well, I cannot believe that we allowed these people to co opt the conversation. I mean, they can't believe it because they've controlled the conversation for decades, and they can't stand that people who don't believe in the expansion of the state now have a voice. They cannot stand it, and it's also a bit of frustration on their part. I mean, think about it. They had the holy grail of the American left in their grasp. It was right there, socialized healthcare, and they couldn't get it. Now think about this: if you control the presidency, the Senate, the House, um, you don't control the Supreme Court, but essentially you control the judiciary. You control the centers of academia, and you can't get your agenda through. What does that say? Anyway, so um, the attacks are coming out of the woodwork. You know, and it's essentially an attack on. What's happened is that the middle class has woken up. It's a bourgeois. The Tea Party is essentially a bourgeois revolt. Okay, where they're saying, look, we're at least as smart as you people. And we run businesses and we are middle managers um, and we believe in the rule of law. We have to live by the rule of law. Stop taking our stuff. You know, you guys are running this country into the ground, and we know better. So get out of the way. And the people on the left who love managers and quote unquote experts cannot believe that government can be crowdsourced. Okay, that essentially the best ideas can rise to the top. What you need is a strong hand, a czar, to dictate what is good for the populace. I mean, that's what it comes down to it. They despise the fact that the riffraff now have a voice via whether it be YouTube or blogs, uh, emailing. You know, it drives them nuts, and it's awesome. So watch as the left doubles down here. Okay, there's right now there are a lot of people in some policy circles on the left. They really truly believe that the reason why their agenda isn't working is because they're not holding to it strong enough. They don't recognize that basically the country as a whole has not moved. Okay, this is basically a right of center country. Now, I'm a libertarian. Okay, so a lot of people think I'm a moonbat, but it's basically right of center. And in order to push through the agenda that the far left wants, I mean, this country would have to go way. I hate to use the whole left right paradigm thing because it's baloney, but um, the thing is, it's just not there, and they're pissed. So let them be pissed. All right. Keep raising your voice. And by the way, watch out for the Republican establishment too. Because the Republican establishment, they fear the Tea Party maybe as much as the Democrats. Because if you guys are coming and knocking on the door, they know that some people aren't going to have jobs because there are a lot of skeletons in closets. Okay, a lot of people voted for stuff that people who don't believe taxes should be raised and that taxes should be cut. There's a lot of stuff there. All right, and they know it, and so they're not going to let the barbarians through the gate willingly. So keep that in mind too. So be careful, be vigilant. This could be a great thing for this country. Um, but be careful. Don't let anyone co opt it. Till next time.